Welcome to circuit-based training at Mallory Park Race Circuit in Leicester. We are the only motorcycle training company based at a racing circuit, and the reason for this is the fact that we genuinely believe and we know that people need more room to learn how to ride big motorcycles than is currently available throughout the UK. We've been doing this for over 20 years now, and when we first started, people used to learn on 125s in a school playground, a public car park, and do first gear, second gear, stop before they hit the tennis nets, and then away they go out the public road. And that is still the case today with a lot of training schools. But learning on bigger bikes, surely you need more area in which to learn, because you're going to be going faster, there's more to do, and you've got to make sure that you're up to speed. You need space to be able to confirm this in your own mind and get your technique absolutely right. So here we are at Mallory Park. We can give you all the space you need so you can practice on Suzuki's, Yamahas, Triumphs and Hondas and find your feet. Once you've covered all the basics of CBT, compulsory basic training, and then we've got you up to the realistic road speeds on the rest of the racetrack, we need to then concentrate on Mod 1. The overwhelming feedback we get from every client is Mod 1 must be practiced. The more I get that right, the better I'm going to feel. Because out on the public roads, with the amount of driving experience most of our clients have, the public roads aren't a fear. You know how to behave. But the Mod 1 is the number one aspect that needs dealing with. We will practice this comprehensively with you at the race circuit, where we can lay it all out and you can get to grips with everything. The slalom, the figure of eight, the U-turn, the swerve, the emergency stop, everything. We can do mock tests with you at the race circuit and give you valuable experience of everything that's needed and required within the Mod 1 for you to practice as many times as you need. Your instructor will help you out on the road with all aspects of road riding on a motorcycle. You're looking at road positioning, acceleration, braking, cornering, and integrating with other traffic. Should be fairly straightforward, this, because you'll have spent quite a lot of time on the race circuit, so you know you can ride now. And then you've just got to dovetail that in with your road experience that you've gained over the last 10, 15, 20, 30 years, and we can put it all together. But the most important thing is when we take you out on the road from Mallory Park, you've got a really good foundation of experience. You know that you deserve to be out on the road because you are genuinely in control of the motorcycle you're riding. Because of this, you're much calmer, much safer for you and for us to be out on the road with people that know how to handle a motorcycle. You can then put more miles on because it's safer. Therefore you learn more. Fairly straightforward, and then you'll move on to test at the end of the week. Many schools have you believe that you should separate out the Module 1 tests from the Module 2. They recommend that you take Module 1 first, and only once you've passed it, then move on to Module 2 some weeks later. We can do this for you if you want to, but to be perfectly honest, we don't see any point. If you've already passed the Module 1, why don't we just test straight away for the Module 2? Why don't we put them both together? In reality, with the amount of practice you'll have had at Mallory Park, the Module 1 should be fairly straightforward. You'll have been doing emergency stops at 70 miles an hour halfway around a corner banked over on day 1. On test on day 5, it's an emergency stop at 32 miles an hour in a straight line. It's not that difficult. The only reason they suggest you separate them out, we believe, is to add more training time because you're a captive audience. We prefer to get you through straight away. Mod 1 in the morning, Mod 2 2 or 3 hours later on the same day with the same examiner who's already built up a rapport with you. If he's just passed you for the Mod 1, as long as you don't ride like a turkey on the Mod 2, you're home and dry, and you can go home with a full motorcycle license. And that's what we do at Mallory Park. So if you come along and see us at Mallory, more than likely be on a 5-day course, maybe a 9-day course. If you really want to take your time, we can do a 14-day course. But But take your time, choose the right course for yourself. Call us up for some advice if you want, but it's fairly straightforward. Most people go for the 5-day course if they've got more than 10 years driving experience. 9-day course if you've got very little driving experience and you're a little bit nervous. And a 14-day course is for someone who's got all the time in the world and they want to absolutely make sure of everything and have zero pressure on themselves. So call us on 01455 840 645 or look on the website so you can book up with a small deposit of £200 and then we can complete the rest of the admin with you when we call you up to complete your booking. You must pass your theory test before you come along, and that's if you live in the UK. If you're living abroad, not a problem at all. We can include the theory test as part of your package. So we'll start you on a Monday without the theory test, and then as you're progressing, we'll simply ride over to the test centre on day 2 or 3 or 4. So you can take the theory test and then look to take the Mod 1 and the Mod 2 in the same week. But the general advice is if you have the ability to pass the theory test in London or Manchester or wherever you live, pass that first, and then when you come along you know that's out of the way and we can concentrate on the training and then obviously delivering Mod 1 and Mod 2 with your full motorcycle test at the end of the week. Any questions, give us a call and we look forward to seeing you soon.